Hey everyone, I'm doing a bit of a different video today. I will be doing an unboxing and review of this 2019 event exclusive Dragon Stars series of Broly vs. Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Super series. This particular set I picked up at the San Diego Comic-Con 2019. I'm pretty sure that this set is available throughout the convention season, so it might appear at other conventions. This particular box set was bought at the Funimation booth. They actually had another box set of Ultra Instinct Goku vs. Jiren, which was available at the Earth Entertainment booth at the convention itself as well. So yeah, right off the bat, the presentation of the box, it says 2019 event exclusive Dragon Stars series, which is the current lineup of action figures that Bandai's been producing. A lot of us have found these figures at a particular GameStop and sometimes maybe Target or Walmart. So this is, well actually this will be my first set of these figures. I haven't actually picked up any Dragon Ball figures in a long time, so this is my first set. I personally just really like Broly and Gogeta, so I got this set. Here in the front it says 2019 event exclusive Dragon Star series and Dragon Ball Super, and in the back on the sides it shows Gogeta on the left side in Super Saiyan Blue, and then on the right side it shows Broly in full power. Back it shows these. In the back it shows their outlines in black and white of Super Saiyan Broly full power and then Super Saiyan Gogeta Blue. So as you open the box, this thing is, first of all, this part is just a sleeve, so then you're just presented with the actual box itself with the two figures. Here we have on the right side Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and then Super Saiyan Full Power Broly, looking very nice. The presentation itself is excellent. I know that these two figures can be bought on their own. I'm not sure if they are like store exclusives, like sometimes they only have them exclusive for GameStop or whatever. I just know that for the cons they decided to bundle them up, and I decided to pick them up because I am a huge fan of Dragon Ball Super Broly, and I'm just in general a big fan of Broly, and I was just, you know, wanting to pick up a set for myself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this box set. I have my little, try to open this for everybody on camera. So here's the figures. Just take them out. In their plastic tray with their different fists and the two figures posed together. So I'm going to try my best to open this on screen for you, as I know some people just like the unboxing experience. So we'll start here with Gogeta. Here's Gogeta out of the box. Just put him on the side for now. Well, if he decides to stand. Yeah, I'll just lay him down. And we'll pull out Broly. They're a bit tough to get out of the box just because like they're just in bubble, you know, bubble plastic. There's nothing really tied to them, but I'll just pull them out. And we have Broly, which is a pretty big figure. I mean, that's expected. He is the brute of the series, so yeah. So here are the two figures together. Very detailed. They look great. These figures, I'm not sure if they differ from the ones that are actually available at the stores. I haven't really seen the single figures at any store, at least where I'm from, because I don't, you know, usually go to the stores anyways. Usually I just see like the regular Goku and Super Saiyan Blue versions of him and Vegeta, and that's about it. I don't really see Gogeta or the Broly figures, so this is my first time actually seeing these figures in person and holding them in my hand. Here's an up close of the figures. As you can see, the detail on Broly is amazing. I really like the shading they did on the pants of Broly. You can see the purple and then the green on his little robe. Very detailed figure. And yeah, there's his face, no pupils. Here to the side, right here is Gogeta Blue. Let me fix the lighting here real quick. As you can see, they even did shading on his muscles, which is a good detail, and then the pants as well. There's some hints of blue on the pants. Very, very detailed figures. At the con, these retailed for $40 as a set, so it's basically like 20 bucks a figure, which is about the normal price when you buy them at the store, in terms of being a single figure. So yeah, it's not bad of a deal. It's just, you know, the fact that they're con exclusives, I guess, as a bundle is what makes it special. I mean, I can't really tell whether or not that this coloring or this detail is different from the ones that are available in store. If any of you have the ones that are bought in store, please let me know if there's any notable differences. Otherwise, I'm just giving you what I have at hand right now. So let's look at the figures individually now. So starting with Broly, he has a pretty good amount of articulation in the head. He can't really look up, but his whole torso does move up and down, side to side. I think, yeah, you can pretty much do a full 360. Yeah, so if you want him to look up, posing up, you have to move his whole torso. His arms are on ratchet joints, well, at least the shoulders are on ratchet joints, with the other halves on not ball joints, but swivel joints, and then, you know, rotating joints right here. So there's quite a lot of posability. Surprisingly, there's quite a lot of posability for a figure of this price. Usually I see with the past things I've collected, like Transformers, you know, articulation like this is found in a little bit more pricey figures. So considering that this is like $20 a figure, it's kind of a good amount of posability for its price range. Here at the legs, it's on a ball joint, but you know, it's kind of inhibited by his little scarf here. His robe kind of inhibits how much movement, but he can, if the scarf wasn't there, he could move up. Well, I just popped it out of the joint, but you don't want to force that as like I was. But alright, so what you don't want to do is what I just did right there. But yeah, as I was saying, it's on a ball joint, so you could go forward and back and rotate it like that. So that would be the first con of this figure, is the ball joints are rather weak, so it's easy for them to pop out. That can be easily addressed with certain modifications to the figure. If, you know, if the ball joints annoy you, you can add some sort of lubricant or residue that kind of adds a thicker layer for it to grab onto, or a stickier layer for it to like grab onto, but isn't necessarily like glue. I've done that a lot with other figures that I've had in the past. So yeah, anyways, moving on. With the leg articulation, you have knee joints, which are also ratcheted, and then a swivel joint on the foot. So quite a lot of articulation for this big guy here. On top of the swivel joint, it's also semi-ball jointed. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, you can move the foot 360 and then up and down to a certain extent. So yeah, here you can see Broly in all of his glory. So let's do a close-up on this guy. So here I have Broly kind of standing in his classic neutral stance as depicted from the classic movies and the older video games. You can see that there's a lot of detail, like I said, on this figure. He looks amazing. For example, the scars right here, if you can see, they're actually molded on. They're not a little decal that, you know, some figures would put. They would usually just do a little spray on decal or a small paint job, but no, this is paint on top of an actual mold. So the scars are molded in. So I really like that detail that's on this figure. Here, you can see in his face. If I could get that to focus, yeah, you can see on his face that there's also a scar there as well. Very, very detailed. Like, look at this guy. He's like menacing. It's the Broly that, you know, it's the new Broly, but in his own design, still has that menacing, like, I'm gonna tear you to shreds look. And you know, here the detail on the sash as well, very nice. It's got about two or three hues of lime green, and then also that gray part right here that you can see, which would signify the, you know, inner part of the ear. His wristbands have some shading on it as well, with a black and a little bit of grayish blue going on. And then, like I said earlier, there's shading on the purple on his pants, and you know, same thing going on with the boots, some shading there as well. So, you know, looking at this closer into detail, if any of you have the ones that you buy in store, like at GameStop or something, please comment down below if there's any difference on this particular figure as opposed to, you know, this being the exclusive bundle, or if it's just a bundle, if you just get the two figures, or if there's actual some differences getting the exclusive bundles. And look at the back, man. Like, this right here is insane. If I can get it to stand, there you go. Look at the detailing on his back. Like, this camera may not do it justice. I'm gonna keep adjusting the light, but holy crap, you can see they even airbrushed parts of the back where his muscles are, where the curvature of his muscles, and then there you get the full extent of the detail for the sash. Now, this is only this is a $40 bundle, but you know, in terms of a single figure, it'd be like about 20 bucks, so not bad for a $20 figure. I know there's the SH Figure Arts version, which is a little bit bigger and a little bit more detailed with more articulation and fist options, but if you don't want to dish out $80 for a figure, this is the way to go. Like, look at the detail on his hair as well. I mean, you know, it's just regular Super Saiyan hair. You're gonna see the spikes, and then he's got his green hue to his hair, which is on camera, man, this thing looks amazing. So yeah, this is the Broly figure. Now let's move on to the Gogeta figure. So moving on, here we have the Gogeta blue figure, which shares the same amount of great detail. Here's the articulation for the head. You can't really move it up and down because the jacket kind of gets in the way, as you can see back here. But there's it's on a ball joint on the neck, and then the neck itself kind of has I don't know how to say it, has like a little joint that gives some movement, but not entirely. It's still kind of inhibited by the jacket. You can turn his head left and right, you know, without hitting. I mean, when it starts hitting, this is the amount of turn you're gonna get. But I mean, who really wants to have their figure like posed like this, like all the way around like that? Nah, you don't really need that when you're posing it. So same sort of articulation as the Broly figure. It's got ratchet joints for the shoulders, and then can move a full 360 around. Same with the bicep, tricep area. It's got its own swivel, and then, you know, 360 on that as well. Yeah, it's pretty posable figure, you know, as you can see here. And then you got the ratchets, 3-point ratchet. I'm guessing right here on the 3-point ratchet. No, actually, I don't know how many points it is. It's about 4 or 5-point ratchet right here on the shoulders, and then the fists are on ball joints as well. Rotation wise, torso can't really rotate too much because the belt is a item itself and kind of inhibits how much you can turn the figure. So you can probably turn it about that much before it starts getting a little bit tight to turn. Legs, ball joint, and then ratchet joints on the knees. And then, you know, same thing with as the Broly figure. You can twist the feet this way and then move them up and down this way. So yeah, great posable figure for what it is. And now let's take a look. So just like the Broly figure, there is a huge amount of detail in the sculpting and paint job of the figure. So you can see closely the face of Gogeta right there. He's got his metallic kind of blue on the hair. Up close you can kind of see a little bit of sparkle or flake in the paint. Really like the attention to detail in the muscles. Like, look at that airbrush effect on the muscles, man. If I can focus it right there. There you go. That extends also to the biceps and tricep, shoulder area, arm, whatever. You can see that there's airbrushed effects right there to kind of emphasize his muscles and things like that. The jacket. Jacket's paint job sports some, yeah, like a yellowish green on the jacket with a little bit of flake on it. You can't really tell that there's flake on it unless you look really close, but there is some sparkle to it. The belt and the bands on his feet are a bit of a lighter blue, but also kind of like an ocean style, taste of blue with sparkle in it as well. There's the pants, which is like a pearl white with blue airbrush effects and for the shadowing, very detailed. And the boots are silver. You can see that the boots are silver right there. Man, this figure just looks just as awesome as the Broly figure. Very good detail. Let's check it out from the back. You can see again the shading that they did for the muscles, and then there you can see, you know, Gogeta in all his glory, like standing like as if he was looking. You can just see the power stats of this guy, man. Overall, you know, good figure. This one also would be $20 by itself. Oops. If there's any differences between this figure and the you know, stock ones you get at the store, please let me know. Like I said, I don't know what the ones from the store, if there's any difference compared to the exclusives, but you know, this is the exclusive one. So yeah. So here are the figures with their interchangeable palms. As you can see, both figures just kind of have this open palm option, and you know, the fisted options, which were stock on the figures when you open it. I didn't know how to pose them. I just kind of threw them on there and give you all a generic pose to see what they look like. Overall, this is a great box set. I highly recommend picking up this set if you're going to a future con and that this is available, especially if you're a big fan of Broly or Gogeta. This is a great addition to any Dragon Ball fans collection with their figures. Like, I haven't owned Dragon Ball figures in maybe over 10 years. The last time I've owned figures were the Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta, which are about 10 plus years old, and obviously toy technology has changed, and these figures, for the price that they're retailed for, are of great detail with, you know, obviously the paint and the sculpting details, as well as the articulation and posability. You know, The only con I really had was the ball joints on Broly, but that's an easy fix if you are familiar with fixing ball joints and making them tighter for more reliability. That shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, if you ever at a con, like I said, just pick up these figures. They're a great addition to any Dragon Ball fan. And yeah, I hope you all liked the review. If you liked the video, please give me that thumbs up, and if there's any questions or comments, please feel free to put them down below. If there's any other future action figure videos that you like. I mean, this is a bit different from my channel, but I am a huge geek outside of doing car things, so I have a lot of figures that are off camera, such as like Transformers and things of that nature. So if you're into these kind of videos, please let me know, and I'll catch you all in the next one.